So Forest are keeping their eye on Solanke. Like this transfer window couldn't get any better. Welcome to your transfer news. Hi guys, hope you're doing well and welcome to your latest transfer news. Coming up, I'm going to tell you about these links to Solanke. Yeah, Rob's going to be very excited. I will give you the latest on Diomande, and I can't make head nor tails of it because mad stuff's going on there as well. And I'm just sick of it. Just roll on the football, man. I mean, we're playing Barca tonight. Anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Make sure you've subscribed, followed, you know the drill. Let's kick it off with this Solanke news. Now, some dude called Gianluigi Lungari, I don't know if he's related to Eve or not. I have no idea who this guy is. Got like 100k followers, has said, eye-catching news, Nottingham Forest are keeping a close eye on the profile of Dominic Solanke, a striker leaving Tottenham. So, I don't even know what that means. And everyone's gone absolutely doolally. Like, why are we looking at his profile? He's like over 6 foot, I guess is his profile. He's always injured, is his profile. He plays for Tottenham, is the other part of his profile. I hate this. I've got no interest in him whatsoever. There seems to be this wokeism that any player that Forest are linked to, by de facto, you have to like he was born in the, in the vicinity of the city ground. I don't like this guy. The only positive I'd see about it is that it stops him scoring against us unless he decides to start scoring own goals, because he always used to score against us when he was at like Bournemouth and stuff. And I don't like that he's Nick Jono's celebration and trying to claim it as his own. He thinks he can come do a bow and arrow at the city ground and win me over. Hell no. Hell no. And he's always injured. And he plays for Spurs. And I just don't like him. I don't even like the look of him. There's something about him I just don't like. Can he score goals? Yes, he was very prolific in the Championship. He had a good season against Bournemouth. If you take out the goals he scored against Forest, it was a hat-trick, wasn't it? That's probably half his goals for that season gone. So I just don't see this. And he's 28. He's probably going to be cheap, but he'll probably break down and get injured. He's been out for Spurs for ages. He came back to them at the back end of last season and basically played 5 minutes here and there. He scored, I think he scored and assisted 1 goal, something like that. Can't remember who it was against. I seem to remember some overhead kick or something. I don't know. I just don't like him. Now, don't perceive my don't like him. Let's get the wokeism bit out of the way. If he joins Forest, then yeah, I'll happy clap him and I want him to score, obviously. But he's a Spurs player right now. I can give a damn about him. And there's plenty of better targets. Now, do I even think there's a link here? Let's start there. I don't know who this guy is, right? I don't know why suddenly he's become Mr. Popular overnight, but it's had a lot of traction on it. The Spurs fans and the Spurs YouTubers are getting all giddy and excited and happy about it because they want to get rid of Solanke. They want to get rid of Richarlison. To be honest, they want to get rid of their whole club if they're honest to themselves. And this would be a start for them. And I just don't want to do business with Spurs in either direction unless we're handing them off like, I don't know, an Ndoye or something. But anyway, I don't think there's enough in this story for me to believe it. Maybe that's my biases come into play because I don't want to believe it. But I know Rob will be getting very excited about it. Rob's been bleating on about Solanke for years. So Rob, if you're watching, how you feeling? Would you guys, though, forget Rob, forget me, let's talk about you guys. Would you guys take Solanke? I mean, I can see a world where it works, but I think there's better, man. Endrick, Real Madrid is saying, come get him. He's on loan. He wants to go to the Premier League. Premier League teams, hello, ring the phone. Why aren't we going in for Endrick on loan from Real Madrid? Absolute baller of a player. And he's got the Brazilian connections. We had the whole thing. He was at Palmeiras before, back in the day when we were doing the Danilo deals, etc. Scarpa and have you. There's connections there. Go get that one done. I don't know about this Solanke one, guys. I'm just transfer window fatigued. I really am. And speaking of fatigue, let's take a quick second and hear the sponsors. Just before we jump into the video, I want to tell you guys about how impressed I've been with Oxford Natural, because I've already lost £6. Okay, it's not the £100 Robbie has lost or the £40 that Michael Owen has lost, but it shows complete progress. Now, let's be clear, no supplement's going to do the hard work for you. You got to plan your lifestyle, but this has allowed me to do it. And the good news is now the Optimum Day has a new improved formula with 7 carefully selected ingredients. These ingredients include the likes of citicoline and lion's mane. This helps with that mental focus when it comes to match days. Natural caffeine and guarana give you clean energy, plus green tea extracts and berberine and L-carnitine support your metabolism. And on top of that, the Optimum Night has been improved with 6 ingredients as well. You've got magnesium, you've got ashwagandha, you've got L-theanine, you've got apigenin and lavender extracts, all to help you get that deep and supportive sleep. So instead of taking loads of supplements, bring yourself down to Optimum Day and Night with 13 carefully selected ingredients, and all you need to do is scan this QR code, use code FFTV, and you get 70% off your first order. Let's get back into the video. So that's the Solanke news, right? Let's move on and talk about the Diomande stuff, because sorry seems to be the hardest word, or not so much the hardest word now for the agent who has said sorry, and we don't really know what he's saying sorry about. So there's been some reports out that Diomande's agent had a heated exchange with Marinakis Jr. and what have you. Whether or not that's caused part of the whole kerfuffle and the delays and everything else, don't know. But apparently he did the Elton John. He came out, he said sorry to Marinakis Jr. They hugged, they kissed, they made up, and everything is hunky-dory. Now, does that mean that Diomande is all ready and set and packed his bags, John Denver style, on his way to East Midlands Airport? I don't know. I have no idea right now what is going on. He has now been made available for Sporting's game tonight, so he can play in that game. Prior to this, for those who don't know, he was kind of excluded from all their squads. I guess they were protecting him from potential injury or anything like that. Again, this just feels to me like yet another Sporting move when it comes to them being asswipes in the negotiation sense of things. And they're trying to play hardball, hard to get, showing a little cleavage and zipping it back up and all that. That's Sporting for you. But this thing with the agent and Marinakis Jr. and the falling out seems to be legit. Now that they've patched things up, maybe, just maybe, we get the 3 words, the here, the we, and the go, man. Can we just get it over the line? Because it's dragging out. Then there was also further reports, just to complicate things for you guys, to say that Liverpool were interested in Diomande and were looking to hijack the Forest deal on it. But that was coming from that indie dude who we all know now. If you don't know, he works in KFC in Leicester. And because he got himself a little pat on the back last year from Ornstein, suddenly he thinks he's, tier 1 level sourcing. He's absolutely crap. Don't listen to what that guy's saying. And in fact, that pretty much got debunked because Liverpool then went and loaned out Arejo from Barcelona. So there's their centre-back sorted out. So his whole report died a death there. This transfer window is... that's not even a word, but that's how I'm describing it to you guys. And I'm just actually looking forward to tonight. So the players that we actually do have, the ones that can wear the shirt, which we've seen revealed now as well, what are your thoughts on the new kit? Let me know in the comments down below. We can actually just watch some football. Because even though we've had the World Cup and this transfer window feels slightly kind of shortened and boxed in and everything, not a lot is happening. Not at Forest, not in the other Premier League clubs, anything like that. It all seems quite stagnant, which makes me think there's going to be some craziness come the transfer deadline date. We will have to wait and see. But that's your update on those 2 players. Let me know, would you take Solanke, and will Diomande ever be freed? Make sure you've liked, make sure you've subscribed, make sure you check out Oxford Natural. Use code FFTV for 70% off your first order. We'll see you for the watch along tonight. Come on, you Reds.